Hi guys, welcome to the realm of astrology. In this video, I'm going to talk about Jupiter. Jupiter has just changed signs on May 13th. From Aquarius, it has entered the sign of Pisces. So in this video, I want to talk about what that means for each sign and what you can expect. So before that, I'll give a brief background on what Jupiter means and what happens when it enters a particular sign and therefore a particular house in your chart. But before we get into that, please hit the subscribe button. All right. So, what is Jupiter? Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. It is the most benefic planet, which means that it brings with it gifts, it brings with it rewards, it also brings with it lessons. However, these lessons are not the lessons that Saturn brings. Saturn is hard lessons. With Jupiter, you have the option to learn the lesson or not, but it does bring lessons. It's also knowledge. But the most important thing happens when Jupiter enters a particular sign is that the house associated with that sign starts to feel reinvigorated, re energized, gifted. Blessings start to pour in that particular area of your life. And this is especially true if recently Saturn has transited that area. And Saturn has been ahead of Jupiter. Till now, it was. It came into Capricorn and then Jupiter followed, and then both of them came into Aquarius at about the same time. But now Jupiter is in Pisces, it's ahead. So, like I said, it entered on May 13th, 2021. It will be in Pisces till about July 28th, and then it will retrograde back into Aquarius and then finally re enter Pisces on December 28th, 2021 to complete its transit through the sign of Pisces. Now, that being said, Jupiter comes into a sign once in 12 years, so it's a big deal when it comes into a sign. And the last time Jupiter was in Pisces was between 2010 and 2011. So you can maybe associate similar occurrences that might happen to you, not necessarily because there are other factors also in a chart, but maybe a few things may resonate with what happened back in 2010, 2011 in your life. Okay, now that's about Jupiter. What is Pisces? Pisces is the sign that rules spirituality. It rules love and compassion. It rules the other realm. It's faith, it's belief, it's our connectedness. Okay. It is also the negative expression of Pisces is lies, deception, delusions, depression, drugs. But Pisces overall is a very spiritual sign. It's a very go with the flow sign. It's a very easygoing sign. And Jupiter was the ruler of Pisces. Before Neptune was given the rulership, it's the traditional ruler of Pisces. And what does that mean? Why is that important? It's important because Jupiter loves being in Pisces. It works really well. So, blessings, gifts, re energizing certain parts of your chart, your life, um, reinvigorating certain parts of your life is going to be more potent when Jupiter is in Pisces as compared to a sign that it does not like. And Jupiter in Capricorn, Jupiter in Aquarius, which it has been for the past 2 years or so, is not the best placement for Jupiter. So it doesn't work as well. Saturn has been in these signs in the past. Since 2017, it has been in Capricorn. And Saturn works very, very, very well in Capricorn. It rules Capricorn, and it was the uh, old ruler of Aquarius before Uranus was given the rulership. So, what I'm trying to say is that the Saturn energy has been much stronger, which is about hard work, discipline, decisions, the tough path. Whereas the Jupiter energy, which is about gifts, blessings, lessons, adventure, has been low. It's been lower because it has been in signs that it does not work the best in. But now in Pisces, since it used to rule Pisces, it's going to work extremely, extremely well. And this is great for the collective overall. So that being said, let's get into the signs, and I'll begin with Aries. So for you, Aries, Jupiter is transiting your 12th house. Pisces is your 12th house, and the 12th house is associated with Pisces traditionally. So your subconscious mind, hidden fears, your spirituality, all these things will be reinvigorated in the next year as Jupiter passes through this sign. Okay, so a lot of spirituality, a lot of connecting with the higher realm, a lot of, you can even indulge in activities like meditation, but be mindful to not indulge in addictive activities. So that's for Aries, it's going to transit your 12th house. For Taurus, it's going to transit your 11th house. 11th house is your social circle, your acquaintances, your friends. It's your hopes and dreams and goals also. It's also scientific innovation and technology, the internet. So these areas of your life will start to feel reinvigorated, they'll start to feel rejuvenated. So you may develop some kind of social circle. You may find your group, the group that you belong to. You may, some goals, dreams, hopes of the future might start to materialize for you. So it really depends. But this is the area of your life that will get re-energized. Now for you, that's for Taurus. Now for Gemini, it's transiting your 10th house. 10th house is the house of career. It's the house of business, politics, fame, it's public life. So these areas of your life will start to feel a positive impact. Your business, if you have one, your career, if you're in the public limelight, then that will take a positive outcome. So anything associated with your career will be re-energized. You will get blessings, you will get gifts in that area. The next one is for Cancer. Cancer, Jupiter is transiting your 9th house. 9th house is the house of higher education, learning, it's the law, it's publishing, it's hopes, beliefs, and faith, it's religion. So you could have a positive outcome in any of these areas in your life. Maybe you pursue a higher education degree, that can happen this year. Maybe you change your belief system, that can happen this year. Maybe if you've written a book, it'll get published for you. So anything related to the 9th house, Jupiter will come and bless it. Now Leo, Jupiter is entering your 8th house. 8th house is the house of taboo things, it's the house of hidden things, but it's also the house of transformation, healing, catharsis, and karma. You could really feel a lot of healing, you could feel a lot of regeneration, ending of old ways of being, constructing of new ways. And it could also be a relief from going through personal karma, because Jupiter is there in the 8th house now. It's going to clean up stuff, it's going to give you gifts, it's going to bless you. And the 8th house is also personal karma. So if you've been going through a bad time and you think it's karmic, now is the time where it might be change into something positive. Virgo, Jupiter is transiting your 7th house. 7th house is the house of marriage and business partnership. It's the house of others. So if you are married, you could see a positive outcome in that. You could see your marriage go really well. If you've been in business partnerships, this is the year you may find the one partnership that works for you. You may find like-minded people who you can work with. If you are dealing with legal matters, Virgo, this is the time, this is the year that you will see a positive outcome as well. Libra, for you, Jupiter is transiting your 6th house. 6th house is typically associated with the health. It's also the house of diet, nutrition, daily routine. So these areas of your life will get a boost. Jupiter will come and bless it. Maybe you find the right diet for you. Maybe your health starts to improve. Maybe you find a day-to-day routine that works for you. Maybe you get planned for the future or get organized. So these are the areas in your life where you will see positive outcomes. You may also adopt a small pet because sixth house is small pets as well. Okay. Now, for Scorpio, Jupiter is going to transit your fifth house. Fifth house is the house of children, it's the house of romance, it's the house of pleasure. So, all these areas in your life will see a positive outcome. You will be blessed in these areas in the next 1 year. Children, if you've been wanting children, this is the year that can happen. If you've been in a romantic relationship, this is the year things could really deepen. Or you may find, if you're single, you may find your partner this year. You may find a love interest. Or you may find some hobbies that interest you, because the fifth house is also hobbies. And if it's also the stock market. So if you are into the stock market, maybe this is the positive year for you. And Sagittarius, Jupiter is transiting your fourth house. Fourth house is the house of the family. It's your deepest inner emotions. And Sagittarius, this Jupiter transit will help you with your emotions. It will help you with your family and foundation. Maybe if you haven't been able to find your home, this is the year you find your home. Maybe if there have been issues with your family, maybe Jupiter will come and resolve those issues. If you have had emotional difficulty, Sagittarius, this is the year Jupiter will come and clean up all that emotional baggage for you. It's also the house of close relatives and friends, the really deep kind of friendship. So you may find a deep connection this year when it comes to your friends. So these are the areas in your life that will get reinvigorated, Sagittarius. And for Capricorn, Jupiter is transiting your third house. Third house is your immediate environment. It's your siblings, it's your mind, it's your communication. It's also writing, it's perception, it's computer, it's technology. So what that means is, if you've been having trouble communicating, this is the year that'll ease out. If you've been having troubles with your siblings, this is the year that will ease out. If you have had trouble with your immediate environment, maybe you're not able to find your comfort, you will find it this year. If you've done some writing, or this is a good year for getting some writing done, getting some getting some communication out there, it might happen. So Capricorn, it's your third house that Jupiter is transiting and blessing. Aquarius, Jupiter is in your second house. Second house is the house of value, self-worth, finances, possessions. So if you've been feeling low on self-worth, this is the year where you'll gain your self-worth back. If you've been having trouble with finances, Jupiter will come and bless it. If you've been wanting to work on a skill, develop a skill, maybe you want to do a particular course to enhance your skills, this is the year that might happen. And like I said, possessions, material possessions, finances will see an improvement this year. And Pisces, Jupiter is transiting your first house. First house is you, it's your appearance, it's how you appear to the world. And Jupiter transiting your first house will definitely enhance you, your health, your appearance, who you are. And you might see a change when it crosses the ascendant for you. You might see a change in yourself. The way others view you might change. You may feel a change in your emotions as well, in your relationship status and your career. So it really depends for you. But yes, who you are will be re-energized this year. And I want to keep this video short and just tell you what Jupiter and Pisces is all about for you guys. And that's all I'll leave you with. I will see you guys next time. Bye.